shining bright, jewelry sparkling in the sunlight, flowers swimsuit. Who's that sparkling in the sun? Whoa! Sparkle Beach Barbie, here comes the fun.
It's where I wanna be. Barbie, Teresa, summer. Tropical beach, hot sun. Tropical beach, fashion. Chilling at the beach.
Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today we are talking about every single beach themed Barbie doll line ever made. Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. Now, it is actually a very wet and rainy day here in London. So by making this video, I'm manifesting the sun, I'm manifesting the beach and a pool and the sea and white sand. Oh, I love summer. And Barbie appears to love summer as well because there are many beach-themed Barbie doll lines. Before we get started, if you love dolls and Barbie as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok. And also don't forget to check out my Patreon. I have loads of exclusive videos on my Patreon, including a couple Barbie-themed collection videos. And I've actually filmed another video, I just need to edit it, that will be coming out very soon. From just $3, you can access all of that exclusive content every month. But anyway, let's talk about Beach Barbie. So, interestingly enough, in 1959, when Barbie was first introduced, the very first Barbie doll was sort of a beach-themed Barbie doll because she wore her iconic black and white striped swimsuit. And then only a couple years later, in 1961, the first Ken was introduced, and he also wore little swimming trunks. Interestingly enough, his swimming trunks were actually originally going to match Barbie's swimsuit. They were also going to be black and white striped. You can see it in very early promotional images, but he was changed to wear a red swimsuit. And by 1964, Barbie, Ken, Midge, Alan, and Skipper had all been introduced with their swimming suits on. And in 1964, Barbie had a brand new swimming costume herself. It was red, it was stunning. By 1967, we get to mod-era Barbie and the twist and turn waist. Now, Barbie and all her friends are once again dancing around, moving, twisting and turning in their swimsuits. Originally, one of the reasons why Barbie was always in her swimsuit was because the idea was you were meant to buy one doll and then buy separate fashion packs to dress her in, so the original doll would just be in her swimsuit. In 1971, Sunset Malibu Barbie was released alongside all of her friends. The Malibu Barbie line was such an iconic line, and it really kind of solidified Barbie's love for the beach. She's a fun-loving California girl. There were a couple different versions of Malibu Barbie. Sometimes she was in a teal swimsuit, other times she was in a pink kind of red swimsuit. In 1978, Sun-Lovin' Barbie was released alongside all of her friends, and this line had an interesting gimmick, which was that all the dolls had tan lines under their swimsuits. Should probably be wearing sunscreen, Barbie, but it's fine. We love you anyway. In 1981, Sun Sensation Malibu Barbie was released, and this line introduced a black variant to Ken. In 1983, Sun Gold Malibu Barbie was released, again with all of her friends, and this line, interestingly, introduced a Hispanic version of Ken. In 1985, Tropical Barbie was released, and I really want one of these dolls. Look how long and luscious their hair is. Wow. And they also introduced a character called Miko. Although, interestingly enough, on this picture I've just noticed, it says Marina, which was the European name for the character of Kira. That must have been some kind of mistake. In 1987, Island Fun Barbie was released, again with all of her friends, and this was the first beach line to introduce Teresa. After 1987, Mattel pretty much commits to bring out a new line of budget beach Barbie dolls every year. In 1988, Beach Blast Barbie was released, and these dolls are so 80s. I love them. I really want one. Interestingly enough, in Europe, these were called Sun Magic Barbies. In 1989, Wet n Wild Barbie was released. Again, in Europe, they had a different name. They were called Aquamagic Barbie and her friends. This line also quite famously introduced Kira to the Barbie line. This line also rather amazingly had a whole water park playset. I am so jealous. I want this playset. If you want to hear more about the playsets and the different Barbie pools, I actually made a video which was all about every single Barbie pool. So make sure you check that out after this video. I'll put a link on the screen and also in the description. Next up, in 1990, we got Hawaiian Fun Barbie, and these bright neon colors are so 90s. I absolutely love these dolls. The Hawaiian Fun Barbie line also included Jazzy for the first time. Hawaiian Fun Barbie also had a playset which came with a hammock. Iconic. In 1991, we got Sun Sensation Barbie, not the first time they've used that name. And these dolls had a kind of shiny metallic theme. I actually have two of them. I'm obsessed. Like, look at these. Stunning vintage dolls. Kind of a shame that Kira didn't get the sparkly hair. In 1992, the year I was born, probably one of my favorite Barbie lines was released, and that is Glitter Beach Barbie. I love these dolls. I really want more of them. They're really hard to find. I only have one. I have, of course, Barbie. The colors are just so cute. The glitter, the crimped hair. I mean, what more could you want? The Glitter Beach Barbie line was sadly the last time that Jazzy was included in one of the Barbie Beach lines. In 1993, Sun Jewel Barbie was released. Again, I love these dolls. I mean, I'm probably going to say that about every single one of the dolls from the 90s, but I love these dolls, and they actually came with like little stick-on gems you could stick on their bodies. Ta-da! I have 4 of these stunning dolls, and this line even featured Shani, who was a character from a Barbie spin-off line, but they later kind of incorporated her very briefly into the Barbie line. I mean, come on. Look at these colors! Next, in 1994, we got Tropical Splash Barbie. The Tropical Splash Barbie dolls also came with a flower fragrance for you. And when I bought some of these dolls many years after they were released, and the flower fragrance was sadly like completely dried up. Here are my Tropical Splash Barbies. I'm obsessed. I mean, I have to say, I don't love the fact that black is kind of the base color for these bikinis, but they are still really cool. I think one of the best parts for these dolls are the massive flower earrings. Next up, in 1995, we got Sparkle Beach Barbie. Again, I desperately want more of these dolls. Again, I desperately want more of these Sparkle Beach Barbie dolls. I have this one, and she's an icon. I use this as a belt, but it could also be used as a bracelet for you. Next up, in 1996, we have Splash and Color Barbie, or in some places she was known as Miami Barbie. And these dolls, again, are so nostalgic to me. I remember one of my friends when I was a kid having her, and I was just obsessed with her sparkly hair. I mean, look at these absolute beach princesses. They're stunning. And this braid in their hair would change color in water. Next up, in 1997, we have Pearl Beach Barbie. This obviously has like a pearly theme. I have these 3 Pearl Beach Barbie dolls, and the hair. The hair is unmatched with these. Like, I just can't. It's so soft, so beautiful. They just don't make like basic budget beach dolls like they used to. Like, these are so high quality. In 1998, we got Florida Barbie, and Barbie has a new face mold in this line. They are wearing these super bright swimming costumes. I kind of love it, but they're a little bit tacky. Next up, in 1999, we got Hawaii Barbie. This was also when Barbie started using the Generation Girls head sculpt. And I do love these dolls. They're like super tropical, super fun. You could also buy the Hawaii Barbie dolls with a bucket and spade. I love this. Next up, in the year 2000, we got Surf City Barbie and all of her friends. And this was the first time Barbie started using the new body sculpt, the slightly more realistic body mold. Surf City was also sadly the last appearance of Kira in a beach Barbie doll line. Here we have some of my Surf City Barbie dolls. They're just iconic. Next up, in 2001, we got Palm Beach Barbie, and they have painted on swimsuits. Interesting choice from Mattel. I actually had quite a few of these when I was a kid because they were incredibly cheap. They were like £6 or something in the UK, and I remember whenever I had some money I would buy one of these Palm Beach Barbie dolls, and I loved them. Now looking back, the fact they have painted on swimsuits isn't amazing, but I still think they're really, really nicely executed. In 2002, we got Rio de Janeiro Barbie and her friends, and these patterns are, an interesting choice. I have a couple of these dolls here, and you know what? Even though I don't love the pattern, they are really, really cute, these dolls. In 2003, everything changed with the release of the Cali Girls line. The Cali Girls line of dolls was slightly more expansive than previous beach-themed Barbie dolls. There were quite a few different play sets, and also there were slightly more deluxe dolls as well as the standard budget dolls. But more importantly, this line plays an important part in Barbie's fictional plot, because this is when her and Ken broke up. Bum bum bum! In 2004, there was a second edition of the Cali Girls line of dolls, and this line didn't even include Ken. The first line did, the second one didn't include Ken, but it did include Barbie's new boyfriend, Blaine. It also included Summer, who is supposedly Blaine's sister, and Summer would stick around for quite a while after this line. Blaine, on the other hand, would not. These Cali Girl dolls also had like weird new leg molds with like these really oversized flat feet. I was not a fan of those feet. In 2005, Beach Fun Barbie was released, and she once again used that weird feet. I don't like those feet. I don't like the feet. Anyway, interestingly, Ken returned for this line with a brand new look. He had a new face mold. A face mold which I don't really like, personally. But also included in this line was Blaine. Drama! Those must have been some pretty tense days at the beach. Barbie was interestingly also released with an alternative swimsuit for this line. Or maybe this is meant to be Summer? Is this meant to be Summer? No, there's another doll that's Summer. Never mind. In 2006, Beach Glam Barbie was released, and these dolls used this new body mold that was like slightly shorter. I don't really like it. And Barbie also had a very briefly used face mold here because fans really didn't like this face mold. I don't know, I don't love these swimsuits. They're kind of ugly, but they're very, very of their time. Ken and Steven have such long swimsuits. They like reach all the way down to their knees. I just noticed that from 2003 all the way up until 2011, Ken and Steven would wear a t-shirt to the beach, whereas before they'd always been like shirtless in some way. That's kind of interesting. In 2007, we got Surf's Up Beach Barbie, also known as Tropical Beach Barbie in some places. I absolutely love Teresa's swimsuit here with the kind of like cross thing around the waist. Very cool. I can definitely imagine people wearing that style today. I also love Ken and Steven's like Hawaiian shirts. I love wearing a Hawaiian shirt on holiday. In 2008, we got Beach Party Barbie, or she was also known as Riviera Barbie in Europe, I think. And I actually quite like these dolls. They have little beads attached to them in places, and their boxes are shaped like surfboards. In 2009, we got Barbie in a Mermaid's Tail dolls. This obviously also had a movie attached, and a couple more deluxe dolls were sold. Barbie, interestingly, had 2 different dolls released in this line, with ever so slightly different swimsuits and hair colour. In 2010, Bath Play Fun Barbie was released. After this point, the names for these doll lines just get really, really uninventive. They're normally just called Water Play or Bath Play. But anyway, Bath Play Fun Barbie was released in 2010, and I actually think these are really cute. Once again, Barbie has two different versions here, two different swimsuits. In 2011, this special gift set of Barbie and Ken getting back together after they broke up was released, and as per usual, they were on a beach date. These two seem to just like live their lives at the beach. In 2011, Barbie in a Mermaid's Tale 2 was released, and obviously, as well as the film, there was a whole bunch of dolls, including beach dolls. These ones, interestingly, didn't have any plastic covering them at the front, and I'm not a massive fan of when they do that because then like anyone can just reach in and grab your doll before you buy it. They still continue to use those like weird flat feet, which I don't like, but anyway. In 2012, Water Play Barbie was released, and these are actually really cute. I really love the colors. Barbie has one of those very early 2010s like bands around her head like that. In 2013, another Water Play Barbie line was released. Raquel and Ryan were included in this line. These ones are cute. Yeah, they're nice. I mean, they have like the hard plastic legs by this point, which is quite frustrating, but at least they went back to using the old leg sculpt, so they don't have those like weird flat feet anymore. Then in 2014, everything changed. Now the beach-themed, water-themed Barbie dolls no longer have removable swimsuits. They have these horrible plastic molded-on painted swimsuits which just look so incredibly cheap and awful. And also for the first time here, Barbie has the dreaded Millie face mold. I personally don't mind the Millie face mold, but I know a lot of people have problems with it. It's been nearly 10 years now. I wonder if we're gonna get a new face mold anytime soon. And I think what I really hate about these dolls is they have like really badly printed on like ugly details on the front of their really basic plastic swimsuits. I just hate these. I really hate these. In 2015, we got another wave of these like kind of horrible, cheap plastic beach Barbie dolls. The releases for these get kind of random now as well. They just kind of like come out whenever they do. It's not like a yearly release thing anymore. From 2018 all the way until 2021, we have basically just the same like tacky beach Barbies released, and here they are. Yeah, you know, not much to say about these. I can't imagine they're much fun to play with because they don't do anything. They only have like the standard 5 points of articulation and you can't even take off their outfits. Then in 2022, we got some more new beach Barbie dolls, but as you can probably tell, I feel the same way about these. I'm just not very inspired by them. They're kind of boring. They look incredibly cheap. In 2023, we got some fun beach Barbies, which I think were inspired by the Barbie movie. They wear outfits that look very like reminiscent of the Barbie movie. These are quite fun. They're slightly more deluxe than some of the other dolls on this list. And then we haven't really had any more beach Barbies since then. There have been some images of new beach Barbies which are meant to be coming out this year. I haven't seen them in shops yet, but you know, they're just like the standard, like tacky, cheap beach Barbies that we've been getting for a while. They come in these new boxes that a lot of the Barbie dolls are coming in now, which are like just a piece of cardboard with a little window. There isn't even any like perspex on the window, so once again you can just like reach in and touch the doll, which, you know, don't love that. You can see the Ken doll here has the new smiling Ken face mold, which is interesting. So there we have it, doll fans. I spoke about every single beach-themed Barbie doll which has ever been released. Let me know which one of these lines was your favorite. I think my favorite was either Glitter Beach Barbie or maybe Color Splash Beach Barbie. Like, these are just iconic. Iconic! But I think all of the ones that I own are like up there. They're just so beautiful. But it's such a shame to see how far the beach Barbie dolls have fallen. They're so cheap and tacky now. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Also, please support me on Patreon and watch some more of my videos. I'll see you real soon, doll fans. Hope you have a great summer as well. Thank you to Siren Kelly, Sunny, Bobby, Cheryl, Imani, Tracy, Jico, Patty Heiss, Anna, Jordan, Cynthia, Raina Ray, Petra, and Desi. And thank you to all my other Patreon supporters. Your support means everything.